Good afternoon. Pleasure and honor to be with you today. Thanks so much FORTE Cloud for bringing me here. I have an interesting topic for you today, which is machine learning and IoT. Machine learning will be the core of your business. But sometimes the machine learning is a little bit difficult. When you build a model for a machine learning, you need to prepare your data. You need to label your data. You need to build the model. You need to do hyperparameter optimization. You need to find the efficient way to host your model. It's a little bit complicated. That's why we are here today, and to show you how AWS will make the entire cycle of machine learning easy, efficient, and fit into your business cases. Thank you so much for coming. My name is Mohammed Ezzat, and I'm going to take you for 30 minutes journey in building machine learning and IoT. And let me start with our machine learning stack. Honestly, I hate slides, so I want to tell you stories. To think about if you are hungry, maybe there's two options. You call your favorite restaurant, you order your favorite food, or maybe you go into the kitchen and cook your favorite meal. This is exactly our machine learning model stack. So this is AWS ML stack. And you can see in the first layer here, this is exactly when you call your restaurant. This is a ready-made service for you. All what you need is to upload your data, and we will do the magic for you. There is a lot of business case that we can solve here. So for example, the first business process, we have a capability to do with Amazon Forecast to forecast your sales, to forecast your demand. And also, we have a fraud detector, which has a capability to detect if there is a fraud in your transactions, or if there is an abuse for your free accounts. And also, we have capability to look out for metrics, which if some abnormal behavior in your traffic, in your even industrial machine, we can detect that. And also, we have a lot of capabilities to look into computer vision and speech. So for example, Amazon Recognition is a ready-made service that you can upload your picture, and we will detect objects inside those pictures. We will be able as well to tell you if there is non-appropriate content inside those pictures, to do physical recognition, to do sentiment analysis, to do even detect if your worker is wearing the helmet and right equipment. And hopefully my colleague Ismail will be available soon I can demo that for you. But the bottom line here is all what we need from you is your data. Just upload your data and we will do everything for you. No machine learning experience, no effort from your side. We have done all of that for you. And your data will be encrypted at transit, encrypted at rest, so it is fully secure as well. But sometimes we have use cases that will not fit into the first layer. This is a time where we need to go into the kitchen. So this is the second layer. The second layer of our stack is the Sagemaker. And I normally call it a 7-star kitchen for any data scientist, where we give you the magic recipe. We give you the magic tools so you can prepare your data in terms of feature engineering, to get your data into the right model, to do hyperparameter optimization and host the model for you. And now we're going to demo that for you as well in a few minutes. And finally, if you already have developed your model and trained your model, and you just need the power of the cloud in terms of the infrastructures, we offer you that. So instead of buying on-premises hardware, which is normally expensive because machine learning will require GPU, so you can use the power of cloud and you pay for what you use. That's why we offer you in the last layer a variety of infrastructures that you can use to train your model and host your model in a very cost-effective way. So what I want to ask now, the team in the back, if you don't mind, can you change the screen so we can do a quick demo so I can show you some of the services in the first layer. And we apologize, this is a live demo, so if there is a small glitch between changing the screen, we apologize for that. So Ismail, if you don't mind. So this is the AWS console, okay? And you can simply type https console.aws.amazon and you log in there and there is a free tier of that. So I'm gonna demo for you one of the applied AI services. So Ismail, if you can go to recognition, please. So let us go into the label detection. So I have uploaded one picture before the event, and you can see here we are able to detect all the objects inside, okay, the pictures, and we have a bounding box for each one of them, and even we have a confidence score about that object. So car is 99%, something like that, vehicle, and so on. And you can upload your picture here, and definitely you can use our SDK with your favorite language to upload your pictures from your applications. Can you go to the second one? Image moderation. I told you I hate slides, so I like to tell you a story. So one of my customers, a bank, and he told me, listen, after COVID, we ask our customers to upload images, but we want to make sure the image that's being uploaded, okay, is within the bank policy and within the culture of our country. So we want to do some sort of image moderation. So how can I do that? And I don't have enough skills, I don't have enough time, I don't want to invest in a lot of resources and hardware. Recognition can do that for you. Just upload your picture here, okay, and click on image moderation here, and if you can click on the other picture, Smile, if you don't mind. And just keep it blur. And you can look into the response down here, okay? So there is a suggestive, and this is a swimming suit, and these are the, label with the confidence score. So you can just write a simple code, okay, based on your culture, based on your policy, you can identify, yeah, this is acceptable, this is not acceptable for me. And let me go into physical analysis. Again, one of my customers, he told me, Mohammed, listen, when my end user or customer just enter the shopping mall or enter the service center, I want to know from his face, is happy or angry? Because if he's angry, I will immediately take an action. So this is, again, a capability in recognition, physical analysis. So this is a lady, she's happy, she's wearing glasses, and so on. So if I upload, okay, another picture with someone is angry or frustrated or scared, it will automatically notify me using email, SMS, or an application pushing, and then we can take an action. Celebrity recognition. I'm quite sure you know this guy. Okay, so you can even, I've seen a customer, okay, using that for the sake of fun. So he built an application and he reduced the confidence score of celebrity recognition, and he asked everyone to go and look into the camera. And trust me, people used to be happy when say, I looks like Brad Pitt, I looks like, okay, Jennifer Lopez, and so on. So it can be a sort of fun, okay, but definitely, okay, you can use that to detect if there is a celebrity or there is a very important person coming into your premises, so you can take an actions for that. Now let's go into the face comparison quickly. I have a school that they are using face comparison to take attendance of the students. So the teacher will go and take a picture on the WhatsApp, it sends it automatically to Amazon Recognition. Amazon Recognition will compare the faces with the saved one and will automatically add that to the back-end system, so they can say everyone attended today or that student was missing, and so on. Very simple, very easy. No machine learning experience. All what you need to do is upload your data and the magic's going on the background. Also, we can detect text inside, okay, the pictures. So for example, here, if I have a car and let's say I want to read the car plate once it passes, okay, a camera. And so we can do that in case you want to detect the cars that has some kind of violation or fines and so on. And by the way, all what I have done in the picture can be done on the video as well, and you can see that down here from the videos, stored video or streaming videos as well. So let's move into one more services. Ismail, if you don't mind, can we go into Comprehend? Before we go there, thanks so much, you remind me. That was very important during COVID time. We want to know if a person wearing the mask, and even more during constructions or industrial, we want to make sure if a worker is wearing the right equipment in terms of gloves, in terms of helmet and glasses and so on. So we can also detect that as well. Thank you. So we go now into Comprehend. Yeah. Okay. So sorry for So Amazon Comprehend. So if you wanna, so recognition was more into computer vision, but what about natural language processing? And most of the data scientists here knows that natural language processing is a kind of complicated, task in terms of training and in terms of hosting. It's a heavy models. Now we have two type of applied AI services that will help you in natural language processing: the Textract and Comprehend. Let me start with Comprehend first. Comprehend will allow you to do entity recognition, capture key phrases in the text, and detect if there is PII information, and even doing sentiment analysis to tell you that text has a negative impression or positive impression. So let me show you something. So we analyze text that has been here, and you can see it automatically detect the entities. It detect the name, it detect, for example, the company, detect the address, and so on. And you can take this information and populate it in your back-end system. Think about an invoice, think about a tax document, think about any kind of documents that you want to do some sort of automation. You read the document, you discover the entities, you put it in the back-end system, save a lot of time, a lot of effort, and even minimize the error, because that kind of work used to be done by a human, and definitely there is a room of mistakes there. So you can see the key phrases as well here, and you can see the language. So the language, for example, definitely this is English, and we support Arabic as well. PII information, and the most important sentiment, so these are the PII information. So sometimes, especially in a medical environment, we would like to hide those information. We don't want to keep it, because this is against HIPAA, compliance. And also, if you scroll up, Ismail, and you click on sentiment, so you scroll down, please. This is a natural statement with confidence score 0.9%. Sometimes, you want to take that information, and look if it is positive or negative. And if it is negative, you want to know what is the reason. So I have a customer in UK, and that they are selling furniture, and they want to know what is the most negative feedback and what is the reason for the feedback. So it ends up that the customers, they didn't like the pillow, so the negative feedback comes from the pillow. So once we detect this is a negative, we highlight the information, we capture the entity, and we manage to find that the most feedback or negative feedback comes from that type of item, so we need to do an action or fix that. The last demo before we move into the kitchen, or the Sagemaker, which is Textract. So Ismail, can you go to Textract, please? Textract is an intelligent OCR. So it's not only an OCR, but it has an intelligence to detect this is an invoice, this is an ID, or even this is a document. So let's analyze one of the documents here. So for example, this document, we analyze it and we find, this is the raw text, this is the form, and this is the table, and we can even apply some sort of queries on that. Why that is very important? Trust me, most of the entities now, they have documents that they need to process them. So once you have the capability to have an intelligent OCR that can detect this is a key value attribute, this is a form, and take that information and use any robot technique and populate it to the back-end system, that will save you a lot of time. And that's out-of-box capability. You do not need to do any kind of training. And also we have a confidence score at the level of the document or a confidence score at the level of attribute and value. So thanks so much, Ismail. Now let's move back into the slides if you don't mind. So what we have discussed is the first layer of the stack, which is exactly, as I mentioned, you call your restaurant, you call your service using API call and you receive response. But if you want to jump into the kitchen and do the cooking, cook your model yourself, Sagemaker, is your 7 stars machine learning kitchen. And actually, recently, we start introducing capability of no-code, low-code machine learning for business analysis. So think about you want to do forecasting or you want to do churn prediction. You want to predict if my customer will keep or stay with me or will gonna leave me. So you want to do that quickly and in a simple, easy way. We introduced recently Sagemaker Canvas, where you can upload your data from an S3 bucket or from your Redshift, our favorite data warehouse solution, or from other entities, concatenate those data set, and then Canvas will automatically train the model and give you a prediction. Let me take the few minutes and show you Canvas as well, which is a low-code, no-code machine learning, and I highly encourage you to try it. So Ismail, if you don't mind, switch again to the console, please. So this is the Canvas, and you can see it's very easy, very simple, actually 2 buttons here. So I have trained a model for you before the session, because normally training the model would take some time. So if you click here on the model, you have 2 options. Select, you can select your data. So for here, I'm selecting my data from an S3 bucket, which is an object storage. But you can, as I mentioned, select your data from different places, or even inject your data or ingest your data to an S3 bucket, and then you start doing the training. Then the option which is built, you click here. So this is a classification kind of problem. So right now, Canvas is supporting 3 different use cases, which is classification, binary classification or multi-class classification, regression, and time series. So this is a binary classification problem, and this is actually a problem where we try to predict if a customer will leave us or will stay. And this data set is an open data set for a telco in the United States. So we grabbed all this information, and all what you need to do is to upload and define what is your target column. So my target column here is churn, false or true. And down here you can see all the information, all the data set that we have. Normally, when you receive the data set, it's not suitable for the model. So it needs to be processed, do some feature engineering, like one-hot encoding, maximum, minimum scaling, and all of that. So Canvas will do it for you. You upload your data, we do the feature engineering, we remove anomalies, we fix missing data, and we train the model for you, and then analyze. The model is ready. And we can show you here something I believe is very, very important, which is the feature importance. Machine learning used to be a black box. Think about if your manager or regulatory comes and challenge you. Tell me how your machine learning model works. What is the most critical feature in your model? So Canvas can tell you what is the most critical and important features, and as well can explain the model for you. In case that you want to do prediction, if you click on prediction, we can send a real-time request to do prediction, or we can do an if-else kind of situation. So let's say, for example, you have in this model a churn prediction, and we want to know when, or what the situation the user will leave us. So for example, if Ismail, okay, change the value, this value to 30, for example, okay, and you click update, you will see here, okay, it's supposed to be true. Okay, maybe you can select one of the services, the other features here. So you see here the churn is true because this is the average charge. Average charge per minute, $30. Definitely no one will pay $30 per minute for the telco, so definitely he will be leaving the service. So this is a way that you can change the values of your features, okay, and find if the customer, okay, will stay or will leave the service. Why this is important? Sometimes you want to know, if I reduce my product, how much will affect the demand? If I increase my product value, if my customer will stay with me or leave with me, and that sometimes, okay, can be a very important, critical decision that your decision maker needs to take. So let's go back into the slides and carry on in the kitchen or in the, okay, Sagemaker. So the low code and no code is a Sagemaker canvas, but we introduced as well a very important capability or feature, which is a Sagemaker Studio Lab. So many of my customers, so this is canvas. Many of my customers, they say, Mohammed, listen, okay, we are in the first early phases of machine learning, so we want to learn, okay, we want to build models. But again, okay, we want to make sure it's not expensive, and we want to even increase the culture of machine learning within our organization or in the schools or in the entities, okay? So Sagemaker Studio Lab is your solution here. It's $0 free cost. All what we need from you is your email address. You go into the Studio Lab, you request access, you put your email, within a couple of hours you receive a response. You go and have access to a lot of notebooks, a lot of resources that you can use for training. And guess what? In the second, or in the left bar side, there is a video to teach you how to build models, okay, that has been developed by our machine learning and data scientists called ML University, okay, and takes you from computer vision, natural language processing, tabular data, and different variety of implementation of framework and algorithm. Highly recommend you to use it, to try it. Even we give you a 4-hour free of GPU every day, and then, okay, you can request for more and more. So it's a way to learn, okay, machine learning. To teach machine learning, I highly recommend you use it to teach it for your kids, for the school, for your employee, to train and to collaborate between your data scientists. And finally, the real 7 stars kitchen, the Sagemaker. Sorry, we spoke about Studio Lab. So now let's go into use cases, and then I will speak about the Sagemaker Studio itself. Okay, some of the use cases that I believe are going to be very important. So before the session, I have been discussing with one of my colleagues from FORTE, and he told me, I highly recommend you that you speak about some business use cases for machine learning that our customers can use. So the first one, which is a very common, and I've seen it in many customers, especially in UAE and the Gulf, it's Amazon Personalize. So if you have an e-commerce portal, or if you provide a service to an end user and you would like to personalize your campaign, or personalize what the end user receive based on the user criteria, based on the user persona, Amazon Personalize will do that for you. All what you need to do is to upload your data set again, and that's it. We need 3 different types of data set: user metadata, item metadata, and interaction data set that the user had interacted before. And again, I have here an architecture for you, so how you can do that. So for example, here, if you have a portal, and we are using one of our partner called Segment to grab the interaction that's happening on the portal, and we send it to an S3 bucket, and then we invoke some sort of automation using AWS step function, and that will push the information into Amazon Personalize. Amazon Personalize will do the training, okay, and create a recipe for you, recipe like recommended for you, similar items, okay, item bought together, item we recommended to you, and we offer you, or we give you two endpoints, a real-time endpoint and a patch endpoint. A real-time endpoint will respond back to you within microseconds. A patch endpoint where we send 1,000 of requests to that patch point, and that will be normally used for sending an email campaigns and marketing campaigns. One of the use cases as well is intelligent document processing. So the service that we discussed, extract and comprehend, we can combine them together and we can have an intelligent document processing. So the documents is received, we do OCR, we understand the information inside the documents, we recognize the entity inside the documents, and then we use one of our partners or your application to do data ingestion to the back-end system. Again, I have an architecture for that you can use and build. So for example, here the data will be uploaded to an S3 bucket. There is a Lambda function that takes that data into a message broker and invokes some function that will do text extract, do intelligent OCR, and then the comprehend will do entity recognition and then populate it back to the back-end system, either a relational database or a data warehouse or even your kind of application. By the way, all of these servers are serverless. We will take care of the infrastructure, the high availability, the scaling. You just need to upload your data. And all of these architecture are available in blogs, available in a cloud formation. You can run it in a few minutes and you can start using and testing those services as well. Before we close, I have also one important service that I've seen many of our customers is using, which is Amazon Lex, which is a chatbot capability, an intelligent chatbot capability. That will definitely improve your customer engagement, lower the customer support cost, and expand your customer. Think about, I have a customer back in Dubai where he's a real estate, and during COVID, he used to receive a lot of requests, and support team was offloaded, and it's a repeated kind of question. So he built a chatbot, intelligent chatbot, that first authenticate the end user, second provide the right information, offloading the end support team. Customer is happy, support team is happy, process is being done and delivered very quickly. So let me close with this one. This is an architecture for a chatbot. So Amazon Lex, which is the powering technology for our lovely Alexa, is available for you now to build your chatbot. And you can have, Amazon Lex integrated with Amazon Poly, which give you the voice capability into your chatbot as well. So, for example, an end user can communicate with the Amazon Lex, an Amazon Poly, our chatbot, using any of the channels like Slack, Facebook, Twitter, or WhatsApp, or even you can embed it inside your web server. And then, Amazon Lex has a tight integration with a back-end system, which can be an unstructured data on an S3 bucket, or can be a back-end system like Salesforce or whatever. And also, we can do intelligent search using Amazon Kendra. And trust me, I have built a demo for you on Amazon Lex in half an hour, but I feel it's a bit difficult to do it because the back-end system, maybe after the session, if you would like to go, I can show it to you, and I can show you how you can build this intelligent system in few minutes. 3 key points I want to leave you before I go. Machine learning is easy and possible, and there is a lot of applied AI services that you can use for your business, and all what you need to do is just call these services with API call using your favorite language. All these services that I mentioned are serverless. You do not need to invest in any infrastructure. You do not need to worry about scaling or high availability. We're going to take care of that. Security as well, encryption at rest, encryption at transient. We will take care of that as well. And finally, okay, if those services is not suitable for your business need, we have the kitchen that will help you to build, train your model. Thank you so much for listening to me. I'll be available for the whole day if you have any questions. Can we take the questions offline so we give the other? I'll be available the whole day, happy to answer all your questions, happy to share an experience, and if you need any more details, we'll be happy to help. Thank you so much. I'm Mohammed Ezzat, Senior Solution Architect focusing on machine learning. It was a pleasure meeting you all and wish you a happy event. Shukran.